On Monday, December 23rd, at approximately 8:30 p.m., IMPD North District officers were dispatched to the Castleton Square Mall, 6020 East 82nd, on a report of shots fired. There were off-duty officers working for Simon Mall Properties at this location who responded within seconds. North District officers were quickly dispatched as well and were arriving within the minute. The mall was quickly secured, and mall security and the off-duty officers and the officers arriving from North District were able to safely get and evacuate customers from the mall safely. Again, we want to reiterate that. They were safely removed, no injuries directly involved with the shots fired. The shots fired did happen within the mall, and the investigation remains ongoing to find out, procuring surveillance footage, continuing investigation, figuring out. We're asking the public to come forward if you have any information, if you were witness to this incident, if you possibly know someone that was here and they may have information. We're asking you to contact us. You can remain anonymous and contact the 317-262-TIPS. Please come forward if you have any information about any individual that may have been involved in this, or if you have information that would be helpful to this investigation. First and foremost, we want to just think about how traumatic this was for the families. These individuals involved resorted to using gun violence again for their conflict resolution, and that does not work. You see it here, and how many families were put at risk, and how hard this is for these families, how close it is to the holidays. And again, these people, how traumatic this cannot continue to happen. This is not tolerable, and we will continue to do our part as the IMPD, working with the Marion County Prosecutor's Office, to locate, find these individuals, and bring them to justice, because no one should have to go through this. Do we have any questions?
I apologize if I missed this at the beginning, but were there any injuries?
No injuries directly resulted from this. There were a few individuals just being checked out due to the evacuation, but nothing directly involved from the shots fired themselves. Thankfully, again, how thankful we are.
You talk about conflict resolution, so is it confirmed that the people who were involved with this shooting were having a dispute with each other?
At this time, the investigation, we believe that there were individuals that possibly were known to one another having some sort of dispute, and that led to this incident.
And I'm not sure if you already said this or already tweeted this, but are you able to tell us exactly where it happened inside of the mall?
It would have happened directly behind me at right where that K Jeweler entrance is, not the K Jewelers, but right there at that main entrance to the mall, right there to that area. There's that open foyer area there. There's some games, that area. I mean, again, thinking how grateful we are. A child or someone wasn't. These people put others at risk, and that's not tolerable.
On my way here, I heard something on the scanner about people locked up in like Victoria's Secret. Was that possible suspects or anybody of interest?
Again, the mall, utilizing their protocols, did a great job again, right? Thinking about the safety of their employees, safety of the customers, and they went into their lockdown protocols to ensure that everyone remained safe.
I know it's preliminary information, but how many shots do we think it might have been?
At this time, we're continuing to investigate before we release any information.
So the mall is closed, but the movie theater and Macy's is staying open. Can you confirm that?
I can confirm that the AMC is remaining open at this time. The mall itself is shut down for the evening.
Is there any danger to the public, you think?
We do not. We believe this is an isolated incident, and we don't feel that there's a threat ongoing to any surrounding public or anything.
And you feel it's isolated because they were known to each other? Is that...
Again, based on the investigation that we have and the knowledge we have at this time, we believe these individuals were known to each other of some nature, some facet, but again, leading to their thought of resolution was gun violence, and that's not the answer.
Touch on the fact that this is like happening right before Christmas. I mean, violence is not something that we want to see at this time
again,
at all.
We go back to that trauma that these families, the children, shouldn't have to see this, hear this, go through this ever. It's irresponsible of that small amount of individuals that we continue to talk about that commit the crime in our community, and we continue to go after. This is not responsible. Not responsible gun ownership, not responsible to be shooting off a firearm in a crowded venue such as the mall. It's not responsible, and it's not going to be tolerated.
I see officers in the parking lot with flashlights or circling. Are they looking for anything in particular? Or do you, like gun shells, or is that just part of the whole protocol?
Again, ongoing investigation, ensuring that there's no evidentiary value, anything outside of the mall itself. That's just ongoing. You may still see some presence outside the mall for some time this evening, but they're just doing their due diligence, making sure that there's no victims, right? No other individuals, nobody needing our help. So there's nothing further to that, though.
And just to clarify, no suspects at this time.
No suspect information that we're going to release at this time.
It would be 2 people you guys are looking for, I guess.
At this time, the investigation remains ongoing.
And there's no follow-up, right? This is the only briefing.
This will be the only briefing at this time. Anything further, we'd release if we have any additional information. Thank you.
Thank you.
Yep.